How many winters have you seen, Lord Tyrion?
8. No. 9.
All of them brief?
Now, they say the winter of my birth was 3 years long, Maester Aemon.
This summer has lasted 9. But reports from the Citadel tell us the days grow shorter. Starks are always right eventually. Winter is coming. This one will be long, and dark things will come with it.
Hey guys, Kevin here. I was going to make a rewind about Beric Dondarrion, but that'll be pushed back to next week or after the season. Today's rewind will look at Aemon Targaryen. He was the 3rd son of King Maekar, who was himself the 4th son of King Daeron II.
The gods were cruel when they saw fit to test my vows. They waited till I was old. And what could I do when the ravens brought the news from the south? The ruin of my house, the death of my family. I was helpless, blind, frail. But when I heard they had killed my brother's son, and his poor son, and the children, even the little children.
Who are you?
My father was Micah, the first of his name. My brother Aegon reigned after him when I had refused the throne, and he was followed by his son Aerys, whom they called the Mad King.
You're Aemon Targaryen.
I'm a Maester of the Citadel, bound in service to Castle Black and the Nightswatch.
Aemon was a respected member of the Nightswatch and often reminded them of their duties and their traditions.
But you can't be acting commander forever. There will be a choosing. The old Maester will insist on it.
3 dozen bodies with slit throats tossed off the top of the wall. Seems like that'll be a good lesson.
If we go after them, we'll be giving them what they want. They want to draw us out and pick us off a few at a time.
We have just over 100 men, and that's including stewards and builders and me. We can't afford to lose a single man. We must remember our first responsibility. We are the watchers on the wall.
Like all other maesters, he was in charge of the ravens.
Samuel, fetch a quill and inkwell. I hope your penmanship is better than your swordplay.
Miles better.
We had 44 ravens at last count. Make sure they're all fed. Every one of them flies tonight.
Aemon tells the stewards their assignments.
Samuel, you will assist me in the rookery and library. Pip, you will report to Moen Marsh in the kitchens. Luke, report to One-Eyed Joe in the stables. Darian, we are sending you to Eastwatch. Present yourself to Borkus when you arrive. Make no comment about his nose. Jon Snow, Lord Commander Mormont has requested you for his personal steward.
Will I serve the Lord Commander's meals and fetch hot water for his bath?
Certainly. And keep a fire burning in his chambers. Change his sheets and blankets daily. And do everything else the Lord Commander requires of you.
Did you take me for a servant?
We took you for a man of the Night's Watch. But perhaps we were wrong in that.
Resides over trials and the choosing of the Lord Commander.
You intend to execute me, or am I free to go?
None of us are free. We are men of the Night's Watch. But we won't be taking your head today, Jon Snow. Go on.
I am acting commander here, Maester Aemon.
Yes, you are.
And I don't trust the bastard.
He told the truth.
And you always know when a man is telling a lie. How did you acquire this magical power?
I grew up in King's Landing. Does anyone wish to speak for candidates before we cast our tokens for the 998th Lord Commander of the Nightswatch?
He cast a deciding vote, making Jon Snow Lord Commander.
Appears to be a tie, Maester.
Aemon gives eulogies for the fallen.
They came to us from White Harbour and Barraton, from Fairmarket and King's Landing, from north and south, from east and west. They died protecting men, women and children who will never know their names. It is for us to remember them, our brothers. We shall never see their like again.
And now their watch is ended.
And now their watch is ended.
And takes care of the wounded and sickly.
Old blind man patched me up. Why? He's sworn to treat all wounded men, friend or foe.
He gave Jon and Sam advice.
Tell me, did you ever wonder why the men of the Night's Watch take their wives and father their children?
No.
So they will not love. Love is the death of duty. If the day should ever come when your Lord Father was forced to choose between honor on the one hand and those he loves on the other, what would he do?
He would do whatever was right, no matter what.
Then Lord Stark is one man in 10,000. Most of us are not so strong. What is honor compared to a woman's love? And what is duty against the feel of a newborn son in your arms? Or a brother's smile?
Sam told you.
We're all human. And we all do our duty when there's no cost to it. Honor comes easy then. Yet, sooner or later, in every man's life, there comes a day when it is not easy. A day when he must choose. And what is it that couldn't wait until morning, Tarly?
Maester Aemon. How did you know?
That it was you? Who else but Samuel Tarly would be wasting candles to read in the middle of the night?
Let me help you.
Oh, no need. I know my way around this library better than any other place in Castle Black. Thousands of books, and no eyes to read them. Old age is a wonderful source of ironies, if nothing else. But you didn't answer my question. What are you reading?
Maester Fall.
Ah, the Wildlings. I can assure you that the closest Maester Fall ever got to a wildling was this very library.
But what he says about what they do, it's all true. It's exactly what the survivors of their raid report.
Yes. Imagine the stories wildlings tell about us. Love is the death of duty. I told that to your friend Jon Snow once. He didn't listen. And neither did you. Which is why you've abandoned your watch atop the wall to come here and read about the terrible things that may have happened to the girl you love.
I don't love her.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. Heard it in your voice when you first brought her to me. I remember how it sounds. I was in love once.
You were?
You can imagine all manner of horrors befalling that poor girl and her child. Is it so difficult to imagine that an old person was once, more or less, like you?
I'm sorry, Maester. I didn't mean it like that.
You know who I was before I came here? What I could have been if I'd only said the word? Of course you do. I met many girls when I was Aemon Targaryen. A future king always does. Some of them were quite forward in their attempts to win my affections. One of them succeeded. I was very young.
Who was she?
I could tell you everything about her. Who she was, how we met, the color of her eyes, and the shape of her nose. I can see her right in front of me. She's more real than you are. We could spend all night trading tales of lost loves. Nothing makes the past a sweeter place to visit than the prospect of imminent death. Go to bed, Tarly.
How are you feeling?
Oh, like a 100-year-old man slowly freezing to death.
I need your advice. There's something I want to do, something I have to do. But it'll divide the Nightswatch. Bitterly. Half the men will hate me the moment I give the order.
Half the men hate you already, Lord Commander. Do it.
But you don't know what it is.
That doesn't matter. You do. You will find little joy in your command, but with luck, you will find the strength to do what needs to be done. Kill the boy, Jon Snow. Winter is almost upon us. Kill the boy, and let the man be born.
His Targaryen heritage haunts him at the end of his life. He wants to help Daenerys, but can't.
And though Daenerys maintains her grip on Slaver's Bay, forces rise against her from within and without. She refuses to leave until the freedom of the former slaves is secure. She sounds like quite a woman.
And she's alone, under siege. No family to guide her or protect her. A last relation thousands of miles away. Useless. Dying.
Don't say that, Maester Aemon.
A Targaryen, alone in the world. It's a terrible thing.
And he reminisces about his younger brother, Aegon V.
Egg. Mother's looking for you. Egg.
I can't leave him now.
Egg. Egg. I dreamed that I was old.
His name was Aemon Targaryen. He came to us from King's Landing. A Maester of the Citadel, chained and sworn brother of the Nightswatch, ever faithful. No man was wiser, or gentler, or kinder. At the Wall, a dozen Lord Commanders came and went during his years of service, but he was always there to counsel them. He was the blood of the dragon. But now his fire has gone out. And now his watch has ended.
Winter is coming. This one will be long, and dark things will come with it.